All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Waterspirit's Spring Equinox celebration. I'm Blair Nelson, Executive Director of Waterspirit, and I'm joined tonight by Waterspirit's Program Manager, Scott Carlin, and our Development Director, Lisa Marr. And I want to extend a very big thank you to our special guest performer, Carlotta Schmidt. Thank you so much for being here. As well as this evening's readers, Sue Smith, Rusty and Martha Hicks, Carol Walker, Angel Tenor, and Pat Heaney. Thank you so much. Welcome as well to all of our friends joining us on the YouTube live stream. Hello, hello. We invite you to use the online comment feature to deepen your connection to this community. For our guests here in the room in Rumson, please take a moment to silence your cell phones. And please be aware that anything happening about halfway down the floor here toward the altar back in this direction will be visible on the live stream. For those of you who are here for the first time, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about us. Waterspirit is a spiritual ecology nonprofit sponsored by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Peace. We were founded in 1998 by Sister Suzanne Golas, and since that time, we have dedicated ourselves to the personal and systemic transformations needed for a flourishing earth with clean, safe water for everyone. If you enjoy tonight's proceedings, please consider making a donation at www.waterspirit.org, where you can also find out more about our upcoming events and advocacy campaigns. For in-person participants, you are also invited to leave a gift in the donation box right outside the doors in the vestibule. And before we begin, let's take a moment to acknowledge whose lands we're on. Waterspirit is headquartered in the homeland of the Navasink Lenni Lenape on the peninsula called Navarumsunk. We respectfully acknowledge the Lenape peoples past, present, and future here in Lenapehoking and throughout the diaspora. We respect their knowledge, culture, and traditions, which have contributed to the conservation of land and water. We offer our care and gratitude for Lenapehoking, as well as our commitment to establish just and right relations with these lands, waters, and people. Anushik, Wanishi, thank you. Why do we celebrate the changing of the seasons? According to Father Thomas Berry in The Dream of the Earth, quote, "Our relationship with the earth involves something more than pragmatic use, academic understanding, or aesthetic appreciation. A truly human intimacy with the earth and with the entire natural world is needed," unquote. These ceremonies help us deepen that intimacy with the natural world and the moment we are living through in the great cycle of the year. When we take the time to perceive the ways that we are influenced by the cycles of the seasons, we realize more deeply that we are Earth, perceiving herself. And we are more likely to love her and protect her. And now, Waterspirit Board Member Sue Smith will guide us through our equinox candle lighting.
The word equinox comes from the Latin for equal and night. An equinox is a moment in time and space when the sun is positioned directly above the Earth's equator, which happens just twice a year on the vernal and autumnal equinoxes. As the sun crosses the equator, we witness the balance that comes with an equal day and night. As Earth experiences this balance, we experience a moment of harmony, a moment of rest before the bursting forth of new light. I invite our volunteers to stand around the altar while we light 2 candles, 2 equal, 2 balanced. 1 candle represents night and the other day. In March, the sun crosses the equator from south to north, bringing springtime with warmth and light back to the northern hemisphere, and sending the southern hemisphere into its fall, then winter. After the spring equinox, the northern hemisphere begins to tilt toward the sun, resulting in days filled with longer daylight hours and with earlier dawns and later sunsets. In New Jersey, the amount of daylight has been increasing each day since the winter solstice. I invite you to join me each morning and evening to observe how the sunrise will arrive a bit earlier each morning until we reach the summer solstice in June. Each evening, observe and cherish that our sunsets arrive a bit later until the solstice. The summer solstice in June will mark our longest period of daylight. Then the days will shorten through summer and fall until our December solstice, the shortest day of the year. I now invite Rusty and Martha Eidman Hicks to read.
Tonight's equinox celebration is an opportunity to explore the coming of spring, our connection to sky above us, the earth beneath our feet, the life that grows from that earth, and the waters that nurture life on land and in the sea. We turn next to an equinox prayer by Tara Aldridge, who beautifully weaves these elements together.
I look to the heavens, the stars and the moon. I pray for peace that can't come too soon.
I cry to the waters, I speak to the trees, I plead to the soils, I sing to the bees.
I prayed to the divinity below and above that the love of power bows to the power of love.
I ask that truth will finally prevail and that the weapons against humanity will fail.
I imagine dissolving the timelines of war. I feel the angelics. We can't take much more.
For I dream of all children honored and thriving, where mothers are deeply nurtured, not barely surviving.
Where our sons feel seen and our daughters feel heard. Where the highest good of all is what's preferred.
Where our men stand for all the divine represents, where we start to create a world that makes sense.
I dream of the people who are pure of heart, to be the ones pioneering an ancient new start.
Where our true past is known and is understood, where there's a collective abundance of all that is good.
Where the wellspring of divinity is so deeply known, where it finally feels to call the earth home.
And as my eyes well with tears, I trust and believe it, choosing not to just hope, but receive it and weave it.
I'll hold my vision come hell or high water, for you, for me, for my sons and my daughter.
For Divine Mother whispers that it's time once again, that peace will prevail and that freedom will reign.
It's now time to introduce Carlotta Schmidt, who will sing Have You Ever, first recorded by Brandy Carlisle.
stare into a starry sky? Have you ever been out walking in the snow? Try to get back where you were before. You always end up not knowing where to go. If you ever stare into a starry sky, ooh, if you've ever been out walking, you would know.
Thank you, Carlotta. That was beautiful. Tonight we celebrate the equinox. We celebrate Earth's gravitational dance with the sun. We celebrate the celestial and the miracles of life in our local watersheds. Carlotta reminds us with the closing line of her song, if you'd ever been out walking, you would know. This season, let us do our best to get to know our local waters and to explore their fascinating capacity to serve life. Sit and listen to the waters. Walk along a local stream. Clean up some forgotten litter. But also notice where the gifts of water are not being equitably shared. Too many residents wake up and find their water has been shut off. My sentence got cut off. Each home deserves the basic dignity of a basic level of clean water service. Help us at Waterspirit to make that a reality for everybody. This spring, let's work together to strengthen our collective capacity to nurture transformation. Water, which sustains and protects all life, is a gift to be celebrated and protected. We too often take water for granted. Let us be grateful for the gift of water that flows through our being. The following was published 20 years ago this week for World Water Day. We plan our cities near water. We bathe in water. We play in water. We work with water. Our economies are built on the strength of water transportation, and the products we buy and sell are all partly water. In one way or another, water is what connects us all. Our daily lives are built on water and shaped by it. Without that water that surrounds us, the humidity of the air, the roughness of the river's current, the flow from the kitchen tap, our lives would be impossible. In recent decades, water has fallen from our collective esteem. No longer an element to be revered and protected, it is a consumer product that we have shamefully neglected. 60% of our bodies are formed of water, and 2/3 of the planet's surface is covered by water. Water is our culture. Water is our life. Our next poem gives us an opportunity to explore the way water ripples across our world. I invite Carol Walker to read Prayer to Protect Water by Claudia
We call you ocean. We call you sea, gulf, strait, bight, bay, lagoon, river, falls, creek, stream, lake, pond, spring. We call you rain. We call you pool, puddle, snowflake, glacier, dew, mist, cove, channel, inlet, cascade, brook, tributary, bayou, tarn. H2O. We travel your powerful currents to meet our relations. We flood our rice fields. We bathe our children. We cleanse the dead. We baptize, we purify, we do ablutions. We immerse in the mikvah. We heal you. Holy water. We remember to protect you. 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 Next, Carlotta Smith will sing Spring for us.
There's a cloud, blue sky darkening, and there's a light of the sun and a vortex of rain. But there's a bird, there are birds, and some are singing to greet every new day that may come like the first of spring. It is cold, I've had a feeling at the heart and in the core, the roots of all things. But there's a bud that will be blooming to greet every new day that may come like the first of spring. 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 It is late as I watch waiting. It will go, come turn away the cycle cycling. There's a face with new eyes, a baby crying, who greet every new day
We all carry a heaviness inside of us. Anxiety sometimes greets us in the morning and follows us to bed. But this weight can never define our world. But there's a bud, there's a bulb, and soon it will be blooming. At Waterspirit, we hold these words from Tracy Chapman as sacred. I hear Tracy Chapman inviting us to choose a different path, to cultivate a truly human intimacy with each other and with the earth. For several hundred years, the West has pursued a path of progress that required exploitation. But a different path now captures our curiosity and our passion, the sacred path of community and love. In the year 2026, young people and elders on every continent are discovering the words of Thomas Berry and other visionaries, beckoning us to build a new Mesozoic era. Our next speaker is Angel Tenor.
Seeds of life. On our altar, we have various seeds. Inside each seed, life is waiting to begin. Along with the flower, these seeds will be nourishing resource for native wildlife. Many of these are the seeds of native plants. Native insects rely on native plants to survive. Native plants, insects, and wildlife have evolved together and depend on each other. They live in a deep interdependence. Native pollinators rely on the nectar and pollen from the flowers, and the flowers rely on the native insects for pollination. These native flowers are adapted to our climate. If we plant grass seed for a green lawn, we waste resources watering, mowing, and fertilizing the grass. But if we plant a native plant garden, once the roots have established, they rarely need watering. They will survive on the rainfall. In addition to our native plant seeds tonight, we also have seeds to grow vegetables in our garden. In our vegetable gardens, we discover the pleasure of working the soil, the satisfaction of watching things grow, the anticipation of the harvest, and finally, we literally enjoy the fruits of our labor. Our gardens nourish our families, our neighbors, and our local food pantries. So together, let's give thanks for native plants, beautiful blossoms, bountiful vegetable gardens, and the people who enjoy planting. Let's offer a blessing for our seeds. Please hold your hands out like this. Ripples of energy. Little seeds, you are seemingly inert and lifeless, but appearances are false, for you hold an immense surprise. You hold life. Within you are whiskered roots, thick green stems, and dancing leaves. All you need is to be cast over the meadow onto the soil, to have the dazzling sun smile on you with warmth, and to know the moist fingers of spring clouds awakening you with raindrops. May you know these blessings and awaken to your potential. When our celebration concludes this evening, we invite you to please come and take seeds from the altar. Bring these seeds home to plant in your garden or toss in a local meadow. Take these seeds and grow your own native plant garden to support native pollinators in your neighborhood. Grow a vegetable garden and share your bounty with others. Watch your garden bring forth new life for earth and for you as this season of spring unfolds. While native seeds do not need their own sprinkler system, they do need rainfall. So before inviting Carlotta to sing her next song, I would like for you to draw to your heart the image of a raindrop falling from the sky into a pristine pond. Follow the concentric ripples that move across that pond. The one raindrop touching, transmitting motion, perhaps a message from the sky above to the waters across that pond. This equinox, let's explore how our words, our whispers, our prayers, our actions are powerful ripples of energy for creating a just and healthy world. I'd like to invite Carlotta back up. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Carlotta. That was beautiful. And next, I invite Pat Heaney to lead us in a litany for healing inspired by a speech from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And you have those words in your program. If you picked up a program, we'll be reading that responsively.
Thank you. Our response is, we join with the earth and with each other. Let's try that. We join with the earth and with each other. Great. To bring new life to the land and to restore the waters, to refresh the air, we join with the earth and with each other. To renew the forests, to care for the plants, to protect the creatures, we join with the earth and with each other. To celebrate the seas, to rejoice in the sunlight, to sing the song of the stars, we join with the earth and with each other. To recall our destiny, to renew our spirits, to reinvigorate our bodies, we join with the earth and with each other. To recreate the human community, to promote justice and peace, to remember our children, we join with the earth and with each other. Join with the earth of one loving mystery for the healing of the earth and the renewal of all life. Thank you. And turn it over to Blair.
The seeds we will all plant this spring will soon burst into a rainbow of colors: indigo, red, green, and yellow. We can think about our gardens metaphorically as well. What seeds are we planting in our lives this season? Are we planting seeds of patience, of community care, of determination? Are we planting the seeds of better care for our bodies, or better care for our minds and our attention? Is there a creative project in our hearts that is ready to bloom? Are we planting seeds that need time to rest before germinating? Or are we planting spring ephemerals, seeds that are raring to burst forth now? Ask yourself, what seeds am I planting in my life this season? What do I want to see bloom? I'll pause for a moment while we reflect on what we want to see bloom in our own lives this season. Now think to yourself, what color are the blossoms of the garden of your heart? Are they active and powerful reds? Are they nourishing oranges? Are they joyful yellows? Are they growing greens? Are they tranquil blues? Are they poised and dignified purples? We are going to pass around these baskets with colorful strips of paper on them. Please write down what's blooming in the garden of your heart this season on the color that best matches it. And you can take as many as you'd like. And then we're going to join our strips of paper together in a colorful paper chain right up front. Well, thank you everyone for adding to our colorful garden. It's now my pleasure to invite Carlotta back up to sing one more song for us. This song was made world famous by none other than Kermit the Frog. And it's a natural fit here at Waterspirit. So now we are going to be led in the Rainbow Connection, and you can actually sing along with the choruses here in your program as well.
Before I start singing, I just would like to say thank you to Waterspirit for having me here tonight, and Scott Carlin for reaching out. Please sing along. Why are there so many songs about a rainbow? So what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been sold and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong way to see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who say that every wish will be heard and sung? Wished on the morning star. Somebody thought that, and someone believed it. The morning star so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of the thunder and spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that call beyond sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Ba-da-dee-da-da-doo, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-roo.
Wonderful. May this time of connection with Earth and celebration of spring help reconnect you to our home planet in a deep and spiritual way. May this season of spring be a season of seeing anew the hope and possibilities of life blooming all around you and within you. As we prepare our closing, I want to thank you for coming to celebrate with us tonight. Thank you to our friends watching online, Thank you to our volunteers. After the celebration ends, our in-person guests are warmly invited upstairs for refreshments and fellowship. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be loved, and may you be at peace. Good night and happy equinox.